Good morning, everyone. Today, we're going to hear the story of the mystery of Pentecost. Are you ready? This is the mystery of Pentecost. It looks like a parable box, but it is red. It must be like a parable and yet not be a parable. I have an idea. Let's look inside and see what's there. There are some things inside to tell the story. I guess this must be our underlay. Let's begin. There was once a great tower. Everyone working on the tower spoke the same language and worked together. But as the tower grew taller and taller, they began to talk in different ways. The tower came close to God, but the people forgot why they were building it. They grew so proud of themselves that they began to think they were greater builders than God. Each group thought it was better than any of the others. A huge noise replaced the talking. It made no sense. Everyone was babbling. Soon, the tower fell down, so it was called the Tower of Babel. The language of the people of the earth was shattered and broke into splinters. Each one was beautiful, but it was broken. Thousands of years passed. Then Jesus died on the cross. But somehow, he was still with us, with the people around him, as he is with us today. They kept seeing him, and they couldn't let him go. Then one day, something happened, something amazing. The disciples were in Jerusalem. Here they are. Peter, James, John, Andrew, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James the Less, Simon, and Jude. There are only 11 disciples because Judas was already gone. Jesus took them outside of Jerusalem to a mountain called Olivet, or as far as Bethany. The disciples all went to be with Jesus. Then Jesus went up, and soon the Holy Spirit would come down. The 11 disciples went back into the city. They were full of joy, and they went to the temple to pray. Then they went to the upper room, and with God's help, decided that Matthias would be their new disciple and take Judas's place. On Sunday, the 12 were together again. Suddenly, there was a sound like a mighty wind rushing in to be with them. It was the Holy Spirit. They became so full of its power that they seemed to be on fire. Their tongues burned in their mouths. They were so excited that people wondered what was going on. When the disciples went out into the street, there were people there from many different countries. People had traveled from all over to celebrate the feast of the Passover. They spoke in many different languages. Everyone could see that the 12 had come close to God, and God had come close to them in a new way. It no longer mattered that they spoke different languages. The disciples had become apostles. They went out into all the world to tell this story. Ever since, Pentecost has been celebrated to remember that day.